What's up, guys? So we are back with another video, and so this is some big news. So we are done doing bulk books on Amazon. The warehouse is getting cleaned out and kind of closed up as we speak, and so we're just kind of moving on to the next part of my reselling entrepreneurial journey. And so basically a bunch of things came together to make it so that we just decided to move on from doing the bulk books. And so first, the biggest reason is that the warehouse that we were in got bought, and with the new owner, he's actually taking over that space, so we wouldn't have a space to scan anymore, and commercial real estate is just very hard to rent and get around Maine. And then second, our source that we were using for books, the quality of the books, and honestly just the prices of the FBA books and the Amazon books in general had gone down a lot, and it just wasn't really worth it anymore scanning from that source as far as profitability along with the employee costs. And that was an amazing part of the warehouse, where it was basically automated, where the two employees that did scanning and our lister were able to do everything on their own without us being there. But the profitability just wasn't really there, because after you're buying the truckloads, paying for the space, paying for the employees, and then just waiting for stuff to sell, the cash flow just wasn't really working. It just wasn't super profitable. One of the things that you can definitely do to make it still profitable, and it is still definitely profitable, I know plenty of people that are doing super well with it, but basically the eBay side of things and doing that extra work with sets and older books and finding all the like antique ones, that's a huge source of income. I know John, Side Hustle Experiment, is crushing it with that, FBA Dave. But doing the eBay side of it was just not something I was really interested in or really wanted to do, along with just growing merchant fulfilled, which is also one of the tasks that you kind of have to do now with selling books on Amazon, because Amazon's restock limits came in, and that was also something that was tough for our business, because we were 100% FBA before, and the whole goal of the FBA business was so that we didn't have to be there. And with MF, it kind of changes that around, where you do have to be there to ship orders, although that's super easily delegated. But it was just a combination of things that kind of came together, and since it wasn't super profitable anymore, it just wasn't worth doing anymore. And also, a tough thing with bulk is that you're always waiting on money. There's amazing services like Sellback Your Book, Zifit, all these monetization services, but it takes a while to get money from them because they have to process everything themselves. And so like when you are constantly buying truckloads and doing payroll, it just all adds up, and it definitely gets really expensive and tough with cash flow, since you're always waiting on so much money. And so I'm just excited to kind of move into other things that I don't always have to be waiting on the cash flow. But yeah, basically done with bulk books. I mean, it started 2 years ago with my book journey, which got me into Amazon, got me on this entrepreneurial path, like skipping college and doing this instead. And so I'm super grateful for like what I got to do with the books and how it's gotten me to where I am now. And now the next steps kind of are, I've started doing the used shoes on Poshmark, which I really like doing, and that's pretty fun for me. And so I'm gonna scale that a little bit, and then my main goal is to, as I wait for the capital to come back out of books, whatever I end up getting out of it, that money is going to be used for online arbitrage and maybe a little bit of retail arbitrage, and use that and use prep centers to hopefully kind of get that as something that I can be a little location independent. And then obviously I've been doing some DoorDash, and that's always helpful for just covering my living expenses. to make the rest of the stuff less stressful. And really my goal is to just do a lot of traveling, and a big thing in the last year that I kind of had to figure out is balance. And the last 2 years of doing books and all that stuff, I was just working really hard and doing that, and I'm super thankful for that. But also now I'm a lot, I don't know, I'm just trying to be more balanced with my life, and I want to do more things that excite me, like travel and playing basketball and skiing and doing all those things. And like for me, I would rather make less money and get to do the things that I want to do a lot more. So that's kind of where I'm going from now, and we'll just see where the journey takes me. I'm excited about the next chapter. It's been a lot of work moving everything out of the warehouse, and then we're also moving up into a different part of the warehouse, because that's where I'm going to do my shoe thing, and that was a space that was open. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, if you have any questions or things about why we close bulk, or different pinpoints about it, I'd love to share it. I think it's still definitely a great option to do, but it's getting harder and harder, and Amazon's restock limits on new sellers definitely makes it as so if you want to do it, you need to do merchant fulfilled, and so you need a space for that. But yeah, figured I'd just make a little YouTube video about it, and we're officially out of books and on to the next thing. Thanks for tuning in.